Welcome to Final Fantasy XIV. Today about the Weaver's Quest, but I lost the beginning of this quest where I basically said I want to join the guild, and here's the guild's history and everything. So I looked it up, and here we go. Greetings, adventurer. Welcome to the wellspring of Ul'dah fashion. From humble thread, our peerless artisans weave wonders, dreams in fabric form. We are renowned as Eorzea's finest purveyors of quality textiles and as our foremost arbiters of style. Needless to say, such renown was not won without effort. Ours is a tremendously demanding profession, you see, but also a highly rewarding one. It is little wonder that so many adventurers have set their hearts upon joining us. Might you be one of them? Yes. I thought as much, but I'm sure you're eager to learn all about our illustrious history. As I'm sure you know, Fanaland can be a perilous place, its vast deserts being wont to punish the unprepared. While a menagerie of ferocious beasts stalks the sands, the greatest foe is, of course, the midday sun. And so, ever since man first set foot in this region, he has favored light, flowing fabrics that shield him from the sun's rays while allowing his skin to breathe. Of course, Uldans have ever been a people of taste, and demand for more extravagant designs spurred on innovation, resulting in textile goods whose appeal extended far beyond our borders. Merchants had little trouble selling Ul'dah fabrics in foreign markets, so great was their reputation and for beauty and quality. And when traders from those same markets sought to peddle their lesser products in Fanalan, well, it gave us little cause for concern. Sunsilk tapestries is synonymous with a textile trade in Ul'dah, you see. Those who come here hoping to peddle cheap rags swiftly learn the price of doing business in our territory. Wiser men and women with an interest in our trade choose instead to join the guild, which the company generously operates for the betterment of Ul'dah society. We offer our members the tools and techniques needed to become successful, and should they prove themselves especially skilled, they may even be offered direct employment at Sunsilk Weavers. Just imagine, adventurer, your designs could one day dictate the course of Ul'dah fashion. If you desire such fame and influence, then you might be granted a place with us, provided you are willing to embrace hard work. To ensure candidates can endure the rigors of our profession, our guildmaster has taken it upon himself to evaluate each one personally. When you are ready to submit yourself to his rigorous scrutiny, say the word. Are you ready to meet the guildmaster? First impressions are everything, and you do not want to present yourself poorly. Excellent. I do wonder if your attire is appropriate for the occasion. You will find the esteemed Redolent Rose supervising guild operations over yonder. He is, how shall I put this? He is relentless in his pursuit of excellence. So long as you demonstrate that you are similarly committed, he will treat you fairly and with respect. Okay, he's over there. What do we have here? Another adventure in search of thrills and excitement? Shall I dance you a merry jig? No? Well, if it fails to please you, I suggest you run along. Perhaps the women of a Ruby Road exchange will be more to your liking. Oh, so you mean to become a weaver? When we have something to discuss after all. I shall be blunt. Weaving is an art, and like all true artists, we must make sacrifices and suffer for our craft. So tell me, adventurer, are you prepared to suffer? Yes, so you say, but only time will tell. In any case, you need equipment to get started. This needle should suffice for now. I need not explain what a needle is, I trust. Good, then hold it as you would when sewing and show me you're ready to begin. Okay, and equip the needle. A rusty needle for beginning. Put something on and Let's start. Well, well, you look like you were born to hold one of those. Even so, I suggest you keep it somewhere safe, especially when clambering over haystacks, as I shan't be issuing you another. Now you certainly look the part, but it remains to be seen if you can play it. I bid you craft me a spindle of hemp and yarn. A trifling task, yes? Well, I do hope you find it so. Should it seem even remotely testing, you have no future in this guild. To make hemp and yarn, you will require Moko grass and lightning shards. The former can be purchased from our own Gima, the latter you will have to find for yourself. That is all. Simple enough. Get some raw materials and start crafting. And we need mocha grass to start crafting hemp and yarn. Not much option, we have basic synthesis right now and that's it, so let's synthesize. Gigima can provide you with mocha grass, but oh, are you already finished? Here is some yarn. Well, bless my soul, she can follow basic instructions. It would seem you have grasped the fundamentals. Good girl. Yarn and cloth may be mere materials, but they must be crafted with no less care than a whole garment. For though the finest garments are greater than the sum of their parts are invariably the finest. Do remember this, Serenia, as you continue your training. Practice making yarn and other simple items and return once you have attained a basic level of proficiency. Tedious, I grant you, but necessary. You did tell me you're ready to suffer. And we continue at level 5. So let's skip the time ahead a bit, because that is literally a grinding effort right now. Back so soon? Very well, let's resume your training. Since last we spoke, we would doubtless have spent your time making the basic products of our trade, namely yarn and cloth. Now I would have you take such basic products and craft whole garments from them, make 3 pairs of hemp breeches and present them for my inspection. You'll be working with hempen cloth and yarn this time, as well as a little bit of leather. Gigima can furnish you with materials to help you get started. But eager as I am to see the fruits of your labor, it would be remiss of me to not mention that there are more economical methods of procuring that which you need. For example, the mocha grass from which you have been dutifully making yarn can be freely gathered out in the wilds. That said, one can't simply whip it out of the ground with one hand. A scythe is needed, as well as working knowledge of botany. Have you perchance made the acquaintance of a botanist or two? If not, I heartily recommend that you do so. They are attractively earthy without seeming dirty, and useful besides. Having said all that, I will not accept a newfound passion for botany and its practitioners as an excuse for the late delivery of your breeches, so don't keep me waiting. So if you are a botanist or have someone in your deal too is you can have them farm Moko grass, but that stuff is so cheap it's not worth the effort really. Yeah, a bit of leather. I got a bit of leather, so let's start crafting. And now we also have basic touch, but there is a failure rate, but I get through. Not enough material, so more crafting. Okay. Yeah, that can happen. Or that could happen. By now it cannot happen anymore because they patched it so most actions have no failure rate anymore. Unless they are these high risk, high reward skills like rapid synthesis. Okay. I take the breaches. Not bad, Serenia. Not bad at all. The style of lacquer has never been particularly fashionable, nor has its design changed significantly over the years, fluctuating lengths aside, but I digress. I wondered if you might try for a variation on the conventional design, but I see you opted for orthodoxy. A wise decision in this case. Hempen clothing is inexpensive and durable, making it popular among farmers, miners and others who work the land. Such customers value comfort and mobility over all else. They may appreciate more elegant forms, but they will not sacrifice function for them. Each garment has a purpose, Serenia, a purpose that you should always bear in mind. A scalloped hem is about as useful to a miner as nipples on a gladiator's breastplate. Just the image. Now then, having completed your latest task, I believe you have earned this spinning wheel. Use it in combination with your needle and your work will benefit from it. Saying that, it will of course take you a while to become accustomed to using the tools together. You need not worry though, I fully intend to give you ample opportunity to acquire the knack. In fact, I won't be teaching you anything else until you have. Okay. By the time that spinning wheel feels like it belongs in your hand, I dare say, I have something of a new task for you. Until then, my girl. Okay. Another time skip. Level 10. Serenia, you'll do. Make me a dozen boards of undyed hempen cloth as fast as you can. Note the palpable sense of urgency. Time is of the essence, my girl. Yeah, this is basically the tutorial quest for the quick synthesis. Just say how much you need and go to crafting. Mind, but the chances for actually getting a high quality item are pretty low with this, so if you want to make good stuff, this is not the way to go, only if you just need lots of basic items here. Like 12 items of cloth. We urgently need that cloth, Serenia. It's finished. Praise Namia for bringing you here when she did. There wasn't time to explain before, but Sunsilk Tapestries has the honor of supplying the immortal flames. Noble patrons to be sure, but once those needs can be rather difficult to predict. On this particular occasion, a detachment of ale-soaked adventurers from a foreign brigade fought the Silver Bazaar an appropriate location for a bout of fisticuffs, resulting in a pressing need for bandages. Ordinarily, we would not accept such a large commission at short notice, but the foreign brigade is a favorite of Her Grace. It would not do to let the troublemakers suffer even if they did bring it upon themselves. And so your lovingly woven fabric will soon be wrapped around the cracked-tailed, gashed knees and split knuckles of said ruffians. Still, your time hasn't been entirely wasted. I dare say you can now weave hempen cloth in your sleep, which is a handy talent to have given the fabric's many uses. You've made progress. In fact, I do believe you are ready to undertake commissions. I refer to the kind of work doled out by Eustace at the Quicksand, of course. It'll be a while yet before you can be entrusted with anything bearing the Sunsilk name. But should you continue to improve at the rate you have been, that glorious day may not be so very far off. Yeah, basically you get now access to levis for the weaver job. Okay, level 15. A special task, huh? Okay. Good of you to come, Serenia. I happen to have work for you. It is a commission of sorts for one of our regular customers, a gentleman named Vabaruka. To show our appreciation for his continued patronage, I will present him with his choice of bespoke garments. Seek him out on Onyx Lane and offer your services. Oh, and remember, Serenia, you are representing me, so acquit yourself accordingly. Okay. I am Babaruka. Who's asking? Hell's big Rose don't need to trouble himself on my account. All them gloves and scars were for the guild, not me. I'm something of a quartermaster around here, see? And the lads go through gear faster than goblins chewing on a chunk of mithril. But if a big man insists, it'd be rude not to accept. Now then, I reckon I could do with a new cotton scarf. And a pair of cotton shepherd slops and all. Ones that I've got on their last leg, see? Been meaning to get around to placing them. I suspect you'll be wanting me to come to the guild for a fit-in, will you? See you where then. Simple enough work, right? I mean, it's more than hempen, it's cotton by now, but still, the principles is basically the same. Honestly, watching myself with hindsight, it is scary how bad I was. But it doesn't matter yet. Okay, everything's finished. Yeah, that's all. There's a cotton scarf, and there actually is another one, because I had already crafted one before. For training purposes. Alright, Winsor. Your garments are ready, good sir. Allow me to help you into them. Car, these are nice. Bloody nice. I've never had such fine garments before. You're a weaver and a half, you are, Serenia. Big Rose always did know how to train them. You're too kind, sir. Pardon me for saying so, sir, but I must confess that I had rather finer raiment in mind when I extended you this invitation. Should you desire such, I would be honored to make them for you myself. Thanks, Big Rose, but no thanks. I can't see myself in frilly what's it, mine's where I belong, not some fancy ball. You need a lady on your arm to go to them things. That'll be the day, eh? Anyway, I'd best get on, but knowing how fast the Let's Go through gloves, I dare say I'll be back before too long. Thanks again for the duds. You can lead the chocobo to water. Good work, Serenia. Carry on. Okay, and once again, more leveling. Momentous task. Okay. Your time has come, Serenia. Today you will work on behalf of Sunsilk Tapestries. Your client is heir to a vast fortune, a rare sort of individual in this city, I know. Like many men of means, ever does he seek new Epicurean delights. I can only imagine what he desires this time. I thought it best for you to go and meet with a man yourself, so I've taken the liberty of scheduling an appointment for you at the Sunset Tapestry shop on the steps of Nult. As I'm sure you're aware, that's on the other side of the city, and men like Mama Jaru are not fond of waking. In short, hurry. Okay, there he is. No, I cannot spare Gil, you disgusting parasite. Really, if your kind put half as much effort into finding a job as sponging off upstanding... Oh, the Weaver. It was a reflex. I have had to fend off far too many beggars this day. I should warn you that I have very specific requirements which must needs to be fulfilled to the letter. I but recently discovered that I possess a prodigious talent for the gladiatorial arts, and am reliably informed that only the most expertly crafted equipment will allow me to realize my full potential. I want a cotton acton, but not just any. It must be enhanced with materia, the ordinary kind is fit to be worn only by peasants. Understood? Good. Now then, I believe you have a job to do. Okay. If only the finest equipment helps, then he probably sucks. Because as it was said in a different game, there are two ways to become a great warrior. Either through hardships and long years of training, or by getting totally imber equipment. A way for the talentless. Back so soon? Tell me, what would our esteemed client have you make for him? I see. When did materia-enhanced garments become essential for gladiators, I wonder? May the talents of the exceedingly wealthy differ from those of the rest of us? Yes, that must be the way of it. And you say he didn't even bother to specify what type of materia he'd prefer? Feel free to use any kind. I highly doubt you will be able to tell the difference. But the question occurs to me. Are you familiar with materia? If not, consider paying a visit to the bonfire in Central Fanalan. A goblin scholar resides there who is well versed in the ways of materia. Meanwhile, I'm but a simple weaver and wholly unversed in the ways of materia, so you can expect no such wisdom from me. Oh, and in case it wasn't obvious, I'm afraid we shan't be able to provide you with all the necessary materials. I suggest you search for markets, or you could travel all the way to Wilbrand, I suppose. There's no shortage of dodos there. I leave the matter in your capable hands, Serenia. The way he's standing there, hearing it all, basically. Okay, where is that thing? Not here. There it is. And the materia enhancement. Wait. Implement a materia that currently does nothing. Here it is. Once I find it in my inventory. Sir, your actin is ready, if you would. Well, it appears to be satisfactory. I only hope it will survive my rigorous training regimen. I shall have one of my manservants deliver the payment on the morrow. In lieu of your customers' gratitude, allow me to express mine. Thank you, Serenia. I don't doubt that this has been an unenjoyable experience for you, but remember, while we are under no obligation to respect such clients, we must always be seen to respect their wishes. As I suspect you have begun to realize, appearances are akin to reality in this city. It is for this reason that our work is in such great demand. It is after all the Weaver's task to make the world see the client as the client wishes to be seen. With that in mind, I must congratulate you on a job well done. When I watched that little turd saunter out of here, I almost mistook him for a gladiator. Thanks, Wetherland Rose. That helps. Probably more than you know. Okay, and more grinding. This is indeed an unfortunate development. Oh, Serenia, thank Namia you're here. I need your help. The entire guild is presently engaged in dealing with a sudden deluge of orders. Among them was a commission for a bespoke dress, all aspects of which I had intended to handle personally. Alas, I just this moment received another request, this time from Her Grace, which must naturally take precedence. Since you have some experience engaging with customers, I would send you to speak with a client, Baba Y, in my stead. We had arranged to meet at the Gold Court later this... where's the time gone? We have arranged to meet now. Baba Y will be bringing his daughter Kokomo, for whom the dress is intended. Be sure to speak to her as well. And you, my dear Bee, I was under the impression I would be meeting with a guildmaster. Well, it's of little matter, I suppose, provided the famous Wetherland Rose still intends to design my daughter's dress. As for what manner of dress, simply put, I will not have my Kokomo garbed in common cotton. A jeweler's daughter must be refined, resplendent, a ruby among the riffraff. Her mere presence should reassure my customers as to the quality of my... I believe I have made myself clear. Pray relay my requirements to your guildmaster. And you, Kokomo? You're from the Weaver's Guild? I'm terribly sorry you had to come all this way. Truth to tell, I don't really want another dress, but Father insisted, and when Father insists, I just want this over and done with, so please ask my father what he prefers, and I shall defer to his wishes. I can tell she's supposed to be cute, but Lalafell really aren't my king, so... Ah, you're back. Then, what manner of dress does our client desire? Something resplendent, which isn't made of cotton, you say? I might have known. His commissions rarely stipulate anything beyond ostentatiously expensive. And all for a poor girl who would rather have the eyes of the world look the other way. Well, 1 year's silk would achieve the desired effect, though I doubt she would feel comfortable wearing such an extravagant dress. Velveteen, though? Yes, velveteen might work. A fine weave of cotton yarn and diamide silk with a short, soft pile. Beautiful yet subdued, like our modest maiden. It will be painstaking to prepare, but so be it. I shall see to the pattern. Velveteen I leave in your capable hands. Novo, that Baba Y will not be satisfied with any ordinary fabric. Only the very best will suffice. In short, I require a bolt of the finest velveteen you can weave. And this is the first quest where we need high quality materials. So, a lot of work. Okay, let's see if we can do this with cotton and dew thread. Again, I feel terrible watching myself here. Risk it and 70% success. Oh. Okay, back at the Guildmaster. Guildmaster, your materials. It's been far too long since I last worked with quality velveteen. You truly have outdone yourself, Serenia. But a wise daughter shall have a most magnificent dress. A pity she's no more like to wear it than her father. Though nothing would please me more than to be proven wrong. But I rather suspect another dress is the last thing that the girl needs. Okay. And this is it for today. Next time we continue here with the next quest at level 30 and finish the Weaver's questline for A Realm Reborn. Until then, I'm Mace and don't get lost.